Hi everyone, I'm Matt from Topic Tarot. Welcome back to March 2022's version of Book Chat. Yep, we're going to do one a month from now on. And today I want to talk about something I got in the mail the other day, which I'm super excited about, super amped about. And that is a box set of Lord of the Rings. Now, it's not the ultimate £500 or $500 set which opens up and you've got 31 discs and that sort of thing, the extended version and the film version, and it's not that. It's also not the one that comes with a replica ring. You get these incredible collector's sets. It's not that, but it is a little set, and I'm going to show you the set. And I'm going to explain why I'm doing Lord of the Rings in just a second. It's this little set. Can you all see that? I hope you can see that. It's kind of this, it's got like a little cardboard outer thing, okay? It's just very pretty. Look there. How pretty. And this is the back. And I don't think you can see it on the camera, but in this black, there's all kinds of like little symbols. You won't be able to, I'm sure you won't be able to see it on camera, but they're all little symbols drawn on this black box. Now, this is not a definitive set. This is a cheapie, okay? This cost me, I don't know how much it cost me actually, but it was very affordable. And you can see that it's the 3 books. I'm going to take them out of here because I can show you that it's a little cardboardy thing, man. It's one of these things. I love it. I love shit like this. You guys know. I don't have the kind of money to buy the ultimate definitive set, and this is what I could afford. So it comes in a little cardboard goodie, quite nice cardboard, okay. It's generally, you can stick your books in there and keep it on your shelf, and it's not going to tear and that sort of thing, because it's not very flimsy. So let's put that aside. It does come with the 3 books. I used to have the one book that had all 3 of these in it. It was pretty much that thick, okay. But I found that it was difficult to read, and I mean, I've read this many times, but it was difficult to read, and I wanted the 3 separate books. So let me have a quick run through with you. Look at them here. The Return of the King, there it is. It's we'll start at the back, it's part 3, okay? And this is the thickest book of the lot. It's really nicely done. As you can see, the writing is very average. Can you see the size of the writing there? Very average size. So it shouldn't take too long to read through these books. That's the Return of the King. It's got the little circle on. Here's the Two Towers. Same. It's got the little circle. Same font, same print size, okay. It's got the little blurb on the back. Just really nice. The actual quality of these books I'm surprised, because as I said to you, this is a cheapy box collection, and I'm very surprised at the quality of these books. However, caveat, I haven't actually read these 3 books. I kind of bought them as a collection, so that when I want to read, I can read the separate books, but I haven't actually read them, so I don't quite know how they're going to stand the test of time if I kind of read them. But just from looking and feeling the quality of these books, I think they're going to be really easy to read, and they're not going to wear and tear that much. It's also not a series of books that you're going to read all the time. You'll probably read it like maybe once every 2 or 3 years. So I think the actual wear and tear on the books is going to be minimal, okay? And then of course we have the first book, which is Lord of the Rings Part 1. It is The Fellowship of the Ring, and it's exactly the same as the others. This one's got a yellow circle. So I think these books are really cool for what you're paying. You're not paying a lot of money. Go and have a look at it. Okay, so there's that. Now I was thinking, okay, I've got that. That's great. So I go trotting off, and I go to a place called Shongweni about a couple of weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago. And this had just arrived. This Lord of the Rings box had just arrived. I've been manic about it, like, yeah. I go to I go to Shongweni, which is like an open farmer's market. And I'm looking through the books. Okay, they have a lot of secondhand books. It's for the RSPCA, or we call it the SPCA. It's the, to feed the animals and that sort of thing. And I'm looking through these books, cup of coffee in hand, donut in the other, and what do I see lurking? The Hobbit. And look, it's the same set, guys. Look here. Look there. It's the same set. I'm like, okay, this is secondhand. You can see it's a bit weathered. But look at the condition of this. just look at the, oh God, look at the condition of this book. It's secondhand. I think somebody is like, God, I don't even know if anybody's read this. It is absolutely almost brand spanking new. And this one is cool. It's got like a little, can you see there? It's got like a little thing of Hobbit Town. Okay, there it is. And it's just like it's a really cool book. And in the back, they've actually got it's part of the same set. So I got this, and I think I paid next to nothing. I paid like maybe $2, the equivalent of $2, okay? And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, because it goes with my Lord of the Rings box set. So it doesn't fit in the box, but look. Ta-da! Perfect! Look at that. Now I just need to get the Silmarillion, and then I'm like really on the go. Anyway, so I got those. Very excited, fantastic, blah, blah, blah. There we go. There's a little review for you guys. I then thought to myself, you know what I really enjoyed were the film versions. Not so much The Hobbit, but I like The Hobbit. Everyone gives it a really, really bad rating, but I kind of like The Hobbit. I think Peter Jackson did a pretty good job. I mean, come on, guys. It's like, yes, it's all fantasy, frickin' CGI, but you know what? I think it's cool, you know? It's kind of, you just got to get into that headspace. Of course, Lord of the Rings, the 3 films there, was mind-blowing, especially when it came out. It was beautiful. It was fantastic. Now, I do know that you get a huge big box set that's got all the books, plus they're leather-bound and everything, and you get all the films, and you get the extended cuts, you get the Peter Jackson cuts, and I just wanted the theatrical cuts. I'm not interested in those in sitting for 4 hours. I mean, 2.5, sometimes 3-hour films are a marathon for me. So I thought, you know what? I'm sure I can get the Lord of the Rings. I just wanted Lord of the Rings. Just, you know, like, I can buy them. So I looked online, and my gosh, again, this was so cheap. I got this. It's the Hobbit trilogy and Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's not Blu-ray. It's not 4K. It's a DVD, which is why it's pretty cheap, because I think people are moving away from DVDs and only buying Blu-rays. But have a look at this. It goes so nicely with the actual books. So it comes like this. It's a 6-film collection, and it slides out. Look, it's got a little, I love these things. You know me, I love all this kind of crap. If it's got sleeves, and it's got this, and it's got that. So it slides out of this thing. Okay, that's the back. And then it's got the same, okay, it's got exactly the same cover, okay? And it's exactly the same on the back. But, look here, it's also a cover. This is a wooden box, well, paper box. And those slide out of that. I'm just like so stoked. This is really hardy, okay? This is a really, like, tough box, okay? And then, of course, they come in like this. There's The Hobbit. There's Lord of the Rings. And of course, I'm just going to open The Hobbit for you, and I'll show you. It's got these little flappy things, okay? Okay, so there we go. The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. That is I just thought I'd quickly show you the DVD stuff that goes with the books. Okay, now, how can I take this? And I've been thinking about this. I'd like to take this little video, and I want to kind of relate it back to what we always started out talking about, which was tarot cards. And I've been thinking about Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, and you know what? It's the Fool card. All of this, all the books, everything. It's all the Fool card, guys. It's about these little hobbits who go on a journey, and they are these innocent, precious little things. And by the end of The Hobbit and the end of Lord of the Rings, they are these incredibly sussed, grown-up, mature, and I would actually even think slightly traumatized little creatures, you know, because we mustn't forget, these are not humans. We're not talking about humans. There are hardly any humans. In fact, I don't think there are any humans in these things. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I just thought that is the journey of the Fool. He goes through the entire major arcana, learning, picking up things, becoming more skilled at certain things, fighting certain things, okay? And I just love that. It's just a little analogy to kind of like tie the two, and, you know, I just loved that idea. And I was chatting to Justin, and he actually suggested it. He was like, wait a minute, that's like that card where the guy's jumping off the cliff. And I was like, oh my God, that's true. And then I really went and I kind of thought about it. And I was like, you know what? This is the major arcana, and the hobbits are the fool. So, okay, I've been talking way too much. That is book chat, and we dragged in the DVDs. That go out and, if you can, go out and buy this little set. It's really cute. It's really nice. Good quality for what you're paying. It's cheap. And trust me, you don't need, unless you're an absolute frothing maniac over Lord of the Rings, you don't need the huge, big, massive £500, $500 sets. Okay, so there it is, Lord of the Rings, DVDs, books. Go and buy them. You know who I am. I'm Matt from Chubby Terror, and I'll see you next month for some more book chat. Bye. Hi, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to go and like and subscribe, and check out some more of my videos in my playlist.